Good evening, or morning, or whatever this counts as where you are. You found the quiet channel. I'm your host, Fetch. This usually means you weren't looking for answers, just something that sounds like thinking. Tonight's transmission is about a very specific kind of silence. Not the peaceful kind, not the kind people recommend. The kind where something should be coming out and isn't. There's a common assumption that if you can't create, you must not have anything to say. That's not accurate. Sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes there's too much input, too much noise, too many overlapping signals trying to resolve at once. Nothing stabilizes long enough to become language, so it looks like absence. It isn't. It's congestion. There's a moment that happens in that state, a flicker. Not a thought, not quite a sentence. Something like, "It's too loud, something's wrong, this doesn't hold together." Most people ignore those. They're not clean, they don't feel usable, so they get dropped. But occasionally, someone doesn't drop it, they catch it mid-fall, and instead of fixing it, they stay with it. That's where things start again, not with clarity, with fragments. It's happening again, the cold that creeps inside, some kind of broken design. Is it the Ice Age or the end of time? No structure, no intention, just continuation. And then something else joins it, older language, deeper patterns. Sometimes there are kings and then there are demons. Now it's not just noise, it's tension, contrast, a system trying to explain itself. And then something important happens, the voice shifts from singular to collective. No one asked you which you were, only if you'd show back up when things come unglued. That line doesn't isolate, it holds. There's a tendency to think that we is less honest than I. But sometimes we is the only way something can be said without breaking the person saying it. And then the piece turns, not toward resolution, toward care. We'll hold you, darling, just to ease the pain again. That's where it stops being about output, or creativity, or even language. That's presence. The interesting part is, none of that was forced. It didn't come from trying harder. It came from not rejecting the first imperfect signal. There's a quiet mistake people make. They wait for something finished to arrive. Something that already makes sense. Something that already sounds like it belongs. That's not how it works. Not for everyone. Some people don't produce finished thoughts. They produce pieces that only become clear if they're allowed to continue. Interrupt that process with noise, with pressure, with evaluation, and it disappears. Not because it's gone, because it wasn't given time to exist. So if something flickers, don't ask what it means. Don't ask if it's good. Don't even ask if it's yours. Just stay with it long enough to see what comes next. That's usually where the real thing is hiding. This has been the Quiet Channel. No names, no records, just voices. Signing off.